Big changes are arriving this August that could significantly affect older Australians who are nearing retirement or already receiving the age pension. The Australian government has confirmed a range of updates to the Centrelink Age Pension Program, covering everything from eligibility age to income and asset tests. These adjustments are part of a broader plan to modernize the pension system, reflect the rising cost of living, and support retirees in a fairer and more sustainable way. While some changes may seem minor, they could directly impact whether you qualify for the pension or how much you receive going forward. One of the most important changes is the increase in the qualifying age for the age pension. Starting on August 1, 2025, the minimum age required to access the Centrelink Age Pension will officially increase to 67 years. This is the final stage of a phased plan that began several years ago. If you were born on or after January 1, 1958, you'll now need to wait until you turn 67 to apply for the age pension. That means anyone currently aged 66 who was planning to lodge a claim will need to reconsider their timeline and check their eligibility under the updated criteria. Missing this detail could delay your access to benefits by up to a year, so it's crucial to be aware of your exact birth date and how it fits into this shift. Income test thresholds are also being revised, which will affect how much pension you're entitled to receive based on your earnings. From August 2025, these thresholds will be indexed to reflect cost of living increases, providing some relief for pensioners who are supplementing their government payments with part-time work or other sources of income. For single pensioners, the income limit to receive a full age pension will increase slightly to approximately $212 per fortnight, up from the current $204. For couples, the combined income threshold for a full pension will rise to around $376 per fortnight. If your income exceeds these limits, your payment will be reduced by 50 cents for every dollar earned above the threshold. There's also a positive development for those still working beyond retirement age, especially under the work bonus scheme. The annual work bonus balance, which allows age pensioners to earn extra income without reducing their pension, will be increased to $8,000, up from the current $7,800. This means pensioners can earn more through part-time work and still retain their full pension entitlements, as long as their total annual bonus amount doesn't exceed the new limit. It's a small but important update that gives older Australians more flexibility to stay in the workforce without being financially penalized. Asset test limits are also being updated to reflect inflation and changes in housing prices. The lower thresholds used to determine full pension eligibility will increase for both homeowners and non-homeowners. From August 2025, the full pension asset limit for single homeowners will rise to approximately $504,500, while for couples the combined limit will go up to about $760,000. For those who don't own their homes, the asset limits are even higher to account for housing-related expenses. An additional $242,000 will be added to the limits for non-homeowners, allowing them to hold more in assets and still receive a full or part pension. These adjustments recognize that many retirees have modest savings or investments and should not be penalized simply because of property market growth or inflation over the years. For part pensioners, the upper asset limits are also moving upward. A single homeowner will now be able to hold up to roughly $674,000 in assets and still qualify for a part pension, while a non-homeowner can have up to approximately $916,000. Couples, depending on their housing situation, will also see increases in the amount of assets they can hold while still being eligible for some level of age pension support. This shift is designed to reflect economic reality and allow Australians to retire with greater financial security, especially those who have been careful with their savings throughout their working lives. Superannuation balances are also being reviewed more consistently across all age groups. From August 2025, deeming rules will be applied more uniformly to account-based income streams. This change is aimed at simplifying the way Centrelink calculates pension income, but it may result in lower payments for some individuals whose deemed income exceeds the new income test thresholds. Deeming refers to the method used to estimate how much income your financial assets earn, regardless of actual returns. Because of this, it's highly recommended that pensioners consult a licensed financial advisor or use Centralink's updated pension estimator tool to see exactly how these changes may impact their individual situation. Digital self-service is also becoming increasingly important. Centrelink is encouraging more pensioners to manage their accounts online through the MyGov portal. With these policy changes going live in August, it's more important than ever to keep your details, especially income and asset information, accurate and up to date. Failing to report changes in a timely manner could lead to overpayments or unexpected Centrelink debts. The shift to digital reporting is meant to make the process easier, but it requires pensioners to be proactive in keeping their information current. Overall, these updates are part of a broader effort by the government to improve fairness in the pension system and better align policies with today's financial realities. While change can feel overwhelming, especially for those already in retirement, many of the adjustments are aimed at providing more flexibility and reducing penalties for modest savings or part-time work. The best thing you can do right now is check your birth date and understand how the new age eligibility rule applies to you. Review your current income and assets carefully, and determine how the updated thresholds will affect your situation. If you're already receiving the pension, prepare for possible changes in your payment amount starting in August. And if you're planning to apply soon, take the time to verify everything with Centrelink or a financial support service to avoid any surprises. Staying informed and prepared can make a big difference in how these changes affect you or your loved ones. These updates aren't just numbers, they're about helping older Australians live with more financial confidence, freedom, and fairness during retirement.